Hi guys, it's Carissa and it is time for my keto video. And I was worried that I didn't have a lot to talk about this week, but that's the point, is it's just to update you real quick on kind of the current things related to the diet, mostly what I've been eating, but anything else that I can think of that has happened or changed or that I want to share. I still haven't come up with a name yet. Somebody said that they prefer alliteration. That's totally how I am. And the only thing I could think of was Keto Corner, and that sounded really cheesy to me. So someone else recommended, and I'm so sorry I can't remember off the top of my head, but someone else recommended Keto Checkup or Check-In, I think. This is in the doctor's office. I had thought maybe Keto Bites, like bites, like little information, but also not spelled, I don't know. Just tell me what you think. It doesn't even have to have a name, but I thought it would be cute to have some kind of a name for the videos. So this week I have had a very specific theme. I have been trying to stay closer to 0 carbs for the items that I eat in a day, because I think that that's where I have been failing, is everything that I ate to some extent had some kind of carbs for the serving size. And of course, I'm not always eating the serving size or less. So that has been very helpful. My last weigh-in, I lost like 3.8 pounds or something. So I think I'm going to try and keep in that direction. And it happens to be really handy because I am sort of craving and wanting those foods now. Also, I don't have gas. That's Mike using his air system in his truck. If you heard that, by the way, that wasn't me. And you know what they say about she who denied it. I'm not denying it. I'm just telling you the facts. First of all, let me just mention pork rinds again, because I'm still in love with pork rinds. And yes, these are my favorite. These are the Goya Hot and Spicy. I wish I could just buy a case of these online somewhere, and I have somehow not been able to find them. I can find other brands, but I'm nervous to buy a large quantity of them if I haven't tried them before. Because I just know I love these, and they're always sold out at my store. So my sister and I go to this one Wegmans a good distance away, and they're always really well stocked, and I bought 8 of them today, and I get like the sweats when I'm at the register because I feel like I'm being judged by someone. I can't wait to have the non-scale victory. I told my sister that I can't wait to have the non-scale victory of being thin enough where I can confidently throw 8 bags of pork rinds on the conveyor belt, or more, because I wish I could have bought more, because Mike goes through these so fast. And not feel like I'm being judged for it, like, oh, look at the fat girl and her pork rinds, I guess. I don't know, and it doesn't even matter. So I don't know what to do about that, but I would really like to find a place to order them online. Maybe I haven't looked hard enough, but I feel like I have. The other thing that I've really been loving, especially because it's summertime right now, I think that that's part of the reason why I've been so into it, but I have been really into hot dogs, and I did the, vegan hot dog thing for so long, and even when I was a kid, I preferred non-beef hot dogs. So I think that that's why the texture of these and the flavor of these appeals to me so much. These are the Applegate Natural Uncured Turkey Hot Dogs. There's no nitrates or nitrates added, except for the celery powder or whatever. There is no antibiotic or any fillers, really. These are, if you're gonna feel guilty about eating hot dogs, I think these are the ones you can feel a lot less guilty about. And they're really low in calories because they're turkey, so they're 50 calories per hot dog and no carbs. And usually hot dogs have at least 1 gram of carb per hot dog. And really check those, because some of them have like 4. So I usually eat 2 of these at once. I'll just heat them in the microwave. I will take about a half tablespoon of sugar-free ketchup, or no sugar added, the Heinz one, and some yellow mustard, and then a tablespoon of dill relish, and I'll just mix them together and make kind of like a really gross looking sauce. And then I'll just dip them, cut them into little pieces and dip them in that sauce. So I'm getting all the flavors of what would be on a hot dog in a bun without actually eating a bun, because low carb hot dog buns are terrible. They're terrible. They're also way too big, usually, so. Okay, the main thing that I've been loving this week, of course, deviled eggs. I don't know what it is, but I'll never get sick of deviled eggs. I hate how inconsistent I am with scrambled eggs or like fried eggs. In fact, I can get sick of them really easily, and just thinking about eating them makes me feel a little ugh. So I can always count on eating them if I have hard-boiled eggs on hand. And it was really embarrassing because Mike has this really handsome coworker, Curtis. Hi, Curtis. My sister and I are like think he's so cute, but he came over the other day to see Mike and he wasn't there, and I had just pulled out to thaw 3 big scallops. So the house smelled like a fish market that also had hard-boiled eggs in it, and I opened the door and it was just like, hi, welcome to my house that smells ridiculous. So hard-boiled eggs, yes, I like them as is, but it takes me 5 seconds, and it's nice. It adds a little bit of extra fat to just put some I almost said ham, to put some mayonnaise and a little bit of mustard and some salt and pepper in a bowl with the yolks, mash them up, and then this step is crucial to me, in my opinion. I always have to throw them in a little Ziploc baggie, like, you know, hold it like you would a frosting bag and kind of scoop it in with a spatula, and then snip the tip off and actually squeeze it into the eggs, because for some reason, to me, that makes it so much better an experience. Look, I don't have kids or anything. I can take a couple extra minutes to make my deviled eggs look fancy, I guess, okay? And I have a very specific process to making hard-boiled eggs, because I do them in a way that they always come out perfect. There's no green on the edges of the yolk, and the yolk is even centered in the egg. Most of the time, it's pretty close to centered. I'm kind of a snob about it, okay? So just... But the final thing and the main thing that I've really been into this week, and I've eaten a lot of, so I'm probably gonna get sick of it any day now, is Italian marinated chicken breast. But what I've been doing is just pan searing those on both sides and popping them in the oven for like 6 to 8 minutes. I actually pound it a little bit flatter and cut the fat off the edges. Like, I kind of work on it first, because I'm weird and I didn't eat meat for so long, and sometimes it is weird to eat it. And especially eat something that I've made, because I used to always overcook things or get stressed out about, I don't know, I felt like I had seen too much and I just was grossed out by it. So I like to pound the breast a little bit flatter, you know, just about like a little over an inch thickness all around, and then it cooks faster and more evenly in the center. So I'll eat it plain like that with a little bit of pork rinds or something on the side, or just by itself. Some days I've been really busy in the last couple of weeks, so I haven't had a lot of time. I'll just make it real quick while I'm doing other things in the kitchen. I also made myself a like chicken cordon bleu type thing. I was kind of craving that flavor of that combination. So I made the chicken breast how I normally do, and I put a little bit of ham on top of it, and I mixed some spicy brown mustard and mayonnaise and just used that as a dipping sauce. I hope you guys are doing well. I am gonna get all this stuff put back in the fridge, and I'm gonna go to the movies. My sister and I are gonna see The Gift. If you saw it, let me know what you think. I'm excited. I hope it's not terrible. It's at least got better ratings than Fantastic Four. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I will talk to you soon. Bye.